I've been traveling away from home for most of the last 6 years, and when I have a chance to go back, I make it to a mystic place full of history, friendly people and energy. A place where simple things could become great adventures. After waiting for almost 3 years, I recently had that chance. It felt so good to be in Peru once again and walking through stone pathways of an ancient and nowadays cosmopolitan city. So I spent a whole week hiking, motorcycling, climbing and rafting, being the most intense and mystic adventure to meet WAYNA for my first time. WAYNA is the closest and youngest relative of Machu. In Quechua language, his name means young, while Machu means old. They live together and belong to the same Pichu family, which means big, as in the shape of a sharp mountain. To end up meeting WAYNA and get the most of the experience, I decided to hike from the nearest town, thinking about how was it like in the past. Left Cusco City at night towards Ollantaytambo, wishing to catch the last local train.
Hola, para el siguiente tren, por favor. Gracias.
Lucky me, it hasn't arrived yet, and as a Peruvian citizen, I paid for the local price. While waiting for the train, I became a spectator of the activity at the station and enjoyed a proper corn with local cheese. Soon my train arrived and I lined up to board the locals coach. It's been a long day since I left Lima in the morning, and still 2 more hours to go before looking for a place to sleep. I was completely knocked. I guess we all were. I woke up early in the morning to get my local ticket to Machu Picchu. The police was ready for another day as well, and behind was the host Inca Pachacutec. The fog, mist, and sound of the powerful river were the only ones that came along with me during the start of this solo mission.
Estamos saliendo de Aguascalientes. Nos vamos a ir caminando hasta Machu Picchu.
Some people were on their way back already, and others like me, who didn't want to catch the bus, were on their way up. After passing the first checkpoint and bridge, I saw the welcoming sign to the World Heritage Site. The stone trail is signalized, and the time you make it up there will depend on how fit you are and breaks you take.
La verdad es que es bien machete. Escaleras, escaleras, escaleras. Paso.
The trail also cuts the gravel road in half, so it's possible to see the buses and maybe blame yourself for not catching one. After many pictures, video shots, and a couple of breaks, I made it to the wardrobe.
Un descanso y para arriba.
Once in the main entrance and checkpoint, I asked for information, while groups and individuals were getting ready and lining up. It was the third time I passed through this gate, and like the other people, we were just minutes away to witness the masterpiece.
Finalmente estamos en la ciudadela de Machu Picchu. Pueden imaginar lo que se siente. Y los que no han venido todavía, no sé qué esperan.
Machu Picchu is the most iconic place of Peru, and one of the world's 7 wonders. It was the last place of the Inkan Empire and the only one that Spaniards, nor any other people but the natives, knew about it until 1911, when Hiram Bingham made his discovery. Since then, the place has attracted scientists and travelers from all over the world.
Ahora nos vamos a ir al WAYNA Picchu.
However, the peak or mountain that appears on the pictures is called WAYNA Picchu, and that's the perfect background for this mystic and unique place. Only the first 400 people divided in 2 groups are allowed to make it, so I hurried up. It was gonna be the first chance to meet WAYNA and didn't wanna waste it. Every person has to fill a logbook with personal details and sign it. There are many risks, and by then individuals should be aware of them. After a few minutes, the trail starts getting narrow with a cliff on the side. I wouldn't recommend it to those who can't handle vertigo or had a big night. Wet conditions make the steps more slippery and dangerous. In some sections, these are big and in others very small. The views are wonderful, especially when getting closer to the summit. And there are some parts that require bending or crawling. But at the end, and making it to the summit, it was all worth it. What a mystic adventure.
En WAYNA Picchu, en la cima de WAYNA Picchu.
Ven abajo, es el Machu Picchu, la ciudadela inca.
cerrar con broche de oro esta visita a Aguascalientes, Machu Picchu, Huayna Picchu. Ahora nos vamos a los baños termales. Un abrazo, gente, vacílense. Chao.